It's Friday's market wrap up here at TGO, Top Gun Options. My name is Wiz. Well, my call sign is Wiz. My name's Matthew Buckley, and this is our Friday market wrap up. And what an epic week it's been. We've had a full week of live trading and training here at Top Gun Options. If you missed anything at all that we did this week, you can head to the replay page. It's pretty easy to remember. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT replay. We took a look at a Raytheon trade yesterday. We closed a couple Brazil and MGM trades for over 90% gains in both of those, about $4,500 in profit in 2 weeks. Brazil, obviously, if you follow Brazil at all, and an appeals court ruled that Lula does in fact need to go to jail. So we had a 6% jump. We're up about 10% on the EWZ in the past couple days. You just can't keep this down. And we got into a long call diagonal on EWZ. Let's go back. We got to go back right here. This is when Temer was caught on tape with some JBS people potentially doing some nefarious things, and about 2 or 3 days later went to get long. So look at that long call diagonal in Brazil's up about 220% since what was that, 7 months ago. Absolutely great trades. We're having a blast here. Closed a one-day trade this week. We did a weekly options brief on Monday for my members only, not for the free folks, but we closed a one-day Amazon trade, a weekly bull put spread that made $2,010 in a day on Amazon. You just can't keep Amazon down here. Let me close the chart a little bit here. So put it on Monday, and there's the 1 week return of Amazon, up another 1.5% today. Let's get strategic. Well, actually, before I forget, we have, as of me shooting this video, we have 7 slots left for Full Throttle. So we 43 brand new annual members. So what we're going to do to fill up our 50 today, as soon as this video gets seen, this is probably we will get our 50 today, because we had people asking for monthly options. We said, hey, if we have any room on Friday, we'll go ahead and open them up. So we're going to do that. Head to go.topgunoptions.com/getFT. That means get full throttle. And then we have the monthly rates up here. $195 a month for defensive, $245 for offensive. And the best deal, obviously, is Max Afterburner, everything we do at TGO, for $295. Folks, obviously the annual subscriptions are cheaper, but if you want to give it a try for a couple months and then say, all right, I want to go to an annual, you can go ahead and give us a call, and we'll honor this current price in case the annuals go up during that time. All right. So this is interesting, folks. Iran's fast boats have stopped harassing the U.S. Navy. I was on board the Kitty Hawk when we had about 6 fast boats come out and circle us, kind of like Indians. Didn't know if they had bombs on board. It was a tense moment. But Tehran halts dangerous encounters in Persian Gulf amid tensions over the nuclear deal. I don't know if this is a North Korea moment where the dude's coming to the table and trying to be a buddy because they know Trump is the type of dude that's going to punch him in the face. Same thing with Iran. This is not Barack Hussein Obama. I think they're waking up to the fact that this dude is serious. Are they being on their good behavior just to kind of divert attention? That's exactly what I think is going on. We talked about Brazil. Great ruling for Brazil. They actually hold their politicians accountable, which I think they could serve as a great model to the United States, because we don't. Look at Hillary Clinton. Look at the FBI imploding, folks. It's treason. It's sedition. Comey, Mueller, Agent Peter Strzok, and his mistress. The dude still has a security. He's committed adultery, and he's still at the FBI and still has a clearance. Are you kidding me? As a naval officer, if I engaged in any of these things, the Naval Investigative Service would have been at my door within an hour. So Brazil, God bless you, man, for upholding the rule of law. And yeah, former presidents can go to jail. As a matter of fact, I think the trail is going to lead all the way up to Obama on this one, folks. It at least goes up to Susan Rice, his national security advisor, and they were both community organizer buddies from Chicago. You don't think they talked about this? You're an idiot. Obama needs to go to jail too. How about this, folks? Everybody's saying, oh, the world's embarrassed for us. They hate America now. Trump got up here today and hit it out of the park that the U.S. is open for business speech. The liberal media can't even hide the fact that he's having a blast at Davos. He's having great meetings. The world loves the United States. Don't listen to the fake media, folks. They're the same ones that told you Hillary was going to win by double digits, and if this guy won, the stock market and the economy would collapse. Don't listen to the fake news, folks. Actually, become a TGO member, and I'll give you the real news as it's going on. Here's your daily Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme update. Biggest theft in crypto history. $400 million stolen from a Japanese crypto exchange. I will remind you that Iran, North Korea, other people that would do us harm have been warned that if you mess with our financial system, which they could, folks, you could wake up tomorrow and all of your bank accounts are at zero. You want to talk about anarchy and terrorism? So they don't. They haven't been told that Bitcoin, it's not regulated by the U.S. We're not even looking at it. It's the Wild West right now, folks. So if you don't think that North Korea and Iran and bad actors are going to be in this thing, you could wake up tomorrow and your Bitcoin or whatever account is at zero, and the United States isn't going to do a thing about it. So good luck with that. Mnuchin, again, all he said was the truth the other day. And Mario Draghi, he didn't mention him by name, but kind of poked back at Mnuchin about his weak dollar comments. All he said was the truth, and limousine liberals go apeshit when they hear the truth about the weak dollar helping us with trade. Our trade imbalance with Mexico, with China, with a lot of countries is awful. We need to renegotiate all these things. But isn't it funny how hearing the truth out of a government official, people are stunned. Q4 GDP unexpectedly a swing and a miss, only 2.6 increase. Don't matter. I will sit here this time next year and tell you that we are at 4% GDP, and I'm going to be right. Here's we're not going to do a weekly options trade. Remember, folks, today at 1 o'clock is our final full throttle session. It's supposed to be a weekly options brief. Since we already closed our one-day trade on Amazon for $2,000, remember, folks, that $2,000 made in one day this week paid for an annual defensive slot right here. $19.95 for a year. That trade made $2,010. So you got an extra $15 to go to Starbucks. But here's what we're going to talk about is a volatility hedge out to the middle of February. Donald Trump is walking Pelosi and Schumer into another trap here. He's saying, sure, we'll give these people U.S. citizenship. And here's what you need to, I want in return for him. And end the chain migration, $25 billion for a wall. They're going to say no. They're going to go apeshit. The government's going to shut down. Volatility is going to spike. So make sure you sign up for our 1 o'clock webinar today. Going to talk about this too. Bank of America has a biggest sell signal in 5 years was just triggered. You know more or less what it is? A massive inflow into the stock market. And you know what that is? It's the retail trader, folks. Institutions that I talk to are like, Wiz, we're kind of hesitant to deploy capital, at this high. We're starting to get hypoxic up here on the top of Mount Everest. Look at that January run, folks. We predicted it. We nailed it. I said we're going to be in a holding pattern in December, and then January 1st, it's going to be a rip your face off rally. I nailed that. Nailed the election. Nailed the rally, man. So join up for TGO here, folks. We're having a blast. So it usually is a sell signal when these type of smart monies or the Wall Street Journal has a cover story that says, here comes the retail trader finally. That's usually when it gets euphoric and we see a blow off top. But I'm not pushing the sell button yet. When we do get a government shutdown in the beginning to middle of February, I think it'll spook the markets, but I don't think we're going to implode. That might be a nice solid 5% pullback to shake some of the chaff out of the market, but I don't think it'll be the Fred Sanford clutch in your chest. This is the big one, Elizabeth. Again, we'll cover a lot more of this stuff at 1 o'clock. I just wanted to make sure I get this Friday market wrap up out to announce that we did open 7. And remember, folks, this page will come down when we get to 7 because we only take 50. We had hundreds and hundreds of people. We had 10,000 people register at the beginning of the week, and I actually zeroed that out halfway through the week to make people re-register, so we only got the serious folks. When we can't have huge, gigantic training rooms because there's no quality in the training. I can't answer everybody's questions. It's a nightmare. So if you're going to be one of the Mercury 7, the last lucky 7 to grab a slot, and again, I'd strongly recommend the annual because it's cheaper, but if you want to try it month to month and then upgrade eventually, give us a call. Okay, so I'll see everybody at 1 o'clock for our final session. If you didn't register yet, if this is the first you're hearing about it, go to go.topgunoptions.com/joinft, and you can register right here for our final session, and you can also get access to all of these replays on the replay page. Okay? Had a great week here at TGO. Welcome aboard to our 43 new annual Full Throttle members, and welcome aboard to the future 7, the Mercury 7 that are going to sign up, I guarantee, by the close of business today, if not after or during our webinar at 1 o'clock. Okay? I'll see you on Monday for Monday's Market Outlook. God bless.